Hey guys, Doug the Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper coming to you from the Pipe Press today. And today I am smoking my brand new Killarney 221 bent billiard from Peterson. And just absolutely love this little guy, you guys. This is pretty much, I know you saw it on the GAW video, but it's just pretty much everything I was hoping for. In it, I am smoking a personal blend, first time smoking it, which is 50-50 Pinkerton's Velvet with Carter Hall. So Pat just probably did a backflip. Paladin Piper probably just did a backflip in his chair. But yeah, and it's actually pretty good. I've had it for a while. I've probably had it for 4 or 6 months, and just sitting in the jar waiting to smoke, and just, you go through moods, and I wasn't in the mood for a lot of what I normally smoke, just because most of the time I'll smoke a lot of aromatics. So just didn't, that was too sweet for me today. So, oh, by the way, in my distinguished gentleman mug, I am drinking honey chai tea. So yeah, I really like this blend so far, but I just started it, so we'll see how that goes. But I just want to get on and do a GAW update. And let you guys know, first off, how humbled, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, or a better word, I am at the responses to this GAW. It floors me to see. I wasn't sure, by asking a challenging question like that, I wasn't sure the responses I get. I didn't know if I get a lot of responses, to tell you the truth, because a lot of times, it's easy to enter a GAW when they say, hey, what's your favorite tobacco, or what's your favorite pipe? But it's been so cool to see some of the responses. And so at the end of this video, before I forget, I'm going to put a list of who's in. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is not to brag about who's in or whatever, but for some reason, recently, I've been having some YouTube glitches, and some of the guys that have left comments, I don't see the comments. So I'm putting that list on there, not necessarily how many entries you have, just whether you're in or not. So that I can make sure I've got everybody. I'll do the same thing probably the last week before the drawing, just so we know we've got everybody that entered. But it's been so cool, you guys, because we got several guys that were like, I don't want anything, just here's my answer. And I love that. I love that conversation tickler, that gets people's thoughts going and leads into more thought-provoking videos. And and I'll be honest with you, I don't agree with every response I've watched so far, and I think I've watched them all up to date, but that doesn't mean that they're not entertaining. It doesn't mean that they're not excuse me, good conversation. I've enjoyed every single one of them, and look forward to more. We got plenty of time, so if you haven't entered yet, feel free to throw a response on. I just finished my response, believe it or not. Sorry, I got the winter drainage going on. I just finished my response, but I'm holding on to it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it next weekend as kind of like a halfway marker, or if I'm going to wait until the drawing. If you guys got suggestions, let me know. But it has truly been humbling and exciting to watch. Now, having said that, I had a request to go over the tobaccos that I'll be sending if it's someone who wins in an area where I can ship tobaccos. And I don't want to give it all away, But right now, in my rotation, you guys, changes. I still have the same staples, but every once in a while I add one or take one out. So my rotation, like I said, is primarily aromatics. You guys that aren't aromatic smokers, don't let that scare you. I've got some Englishes and stuff in there too that for the giveaway. But right now, what I am smoking is a blend from Mason Edwards, which I can't remember if I have to look back at my Mason Edwards, excuse me, Mason Edwards video. But real good blend from them. A sample of Squirrel Hunter, which I got from Adam from A Piper Wandering, which I think should be on the commercially sold. Chartwell from the Tinderbox. Choctaw from Country Squire. I'm not looking at the labels, I'm looking at my shelf and I know what's in each one, but I'm trying to remember the names and where they're from. One is a 50-50 mix of Country Gentleman and BCA, which you'll get both that and straight Country Gentleman. RLP6 from Lane Limited. Carter Hall. Boswell's Bear Blend, and Paradise from Boswell's. I think it's Boswell's. So that's my main rotation, and really the Paradise is not necessarily one I smoke on a regular basis, but it's one that I add to other ones, thanks to Pat. Now, on my floor, and yes, my floor, this stuff is all in jars, so it's not laying on my floor, but I've got a bunch of varieties that I'm not even going to go over because there's a bunch of them over there. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15 jars that are going. And then in my other part of my cabinet, I have some codgers. I'm not going to send any of those out. And I have some of my seasonal blends. I won't send those out just because I got very little of those, and the ones that I'm sending are just as good. But in my other cabinet, I have John Bull, Amphora, Kentucky. I think there's a Dark Fire by Amphora. I have several Amphora blends that are going to go out. There's a Cavendish, Black Cavendish from Amphora. Trying to remember what's up top. I think I got a Northwoods, if I haven't smoked through that already. There's a couple of more English blends up there that I've got to go out as well. So that's most of them that I'll be sending out, with the exception of the ones I didn't tell you on the floor, just because I'll be honest, I'm too lazy to get up, I'm tired. So, yeah, quite a selection, you guys, of stuff. I keep talking and my pipe's going out. But I will tell you this 50-50 of Pinkerton's Velvet and Carter Hall is not a bad mixture. I will tell you, Velvet, I think, is one of the ones that I'm sending out. Well, like I said, you guys, I'll be sending out, or at the end of this video, I'll be putting the list of who's entered so far, so that you guys can all see that. And that way, if you're not in it and you've put your comment below, then I can get you in there. But other than that, everything's going well. It's kind of this weather's been weird. We got hit real hard in the beginning of winter with feet of snow, and now we're getting rain and just miserably drizzle, kind of like March weather. So I'm the kind of guy that I like 4 seasons, but the rainy season is not one that I care for. I stopped liking that when I was stationed in California, and it was like you had the sunny season and you had the rainy season, and that was it. I like 4 seasons. I just wish You know, I want winter to be winter. So, guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope everyone's doing well. If you're still considering doing a VR or commenting below, please do. I love hearing the comments. And you know, I said earlier in the video that that I didn't agree with some of them. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong. I want to make sure I put that out there too, because I think it's really easy to get down that slippery slope of, well, no, you're not quite right there. I didn't ask you to tell me the correct answer. I asked you to tell me what is your purpose. So, and I'm not one to be able to judge whether you're right or wrong. So that's why it's fun, is because there's no judgment here. It's just conversation back and forth, and I am enjoying the snot out of it, you guys. So I'm gonna stop babbling now. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. Until next time, you take care.